Hey, welcome to Tomorrow's Kingdom. Doing something a little different today, right? We're on the road, so you'll be joining us on the road while we talk about like motivation. Why is it not enough? You know, it's a big topic because a lot of people are motivated, a lot of people are picking up stuff and they're getting hyped doing it, going into it. But you know, you need something more than motivation to carry you through the hard times, and that's what we'll be going over. I'm Kelvin Hossein.
And I'm Michael Mordecai. And stay tuned, we'll be right back. All right, everybody, as you just heard, you know, Kelvin said what we're going to go over: motivation, key points, you know, sticking to something, knowing your reason why you're doing it. And I know Kelvin got a whole list of points and examples that he ready to lace on y'all. So Kelvin, man, about being motivated, like, is that enough? You know, I mean, hey, I could be motivated to go to the gym, but just me being motivated, is that enough for me to stick with it? And what is your take on that?
Man, from personal experience and you know, stuff I read and research, and I said personal experience is the best learning, right? You learn through your failures. Motivation is just not enough. It's just not going to get you there, right? Motivation will pick you up, get you started, but it's not going to carry you along the way when things get hard or you wake up on a bad day, you know, something bad happened to you, somebody broke into your car, or accident, or you just woke up and you're just not feeling it, right? Motivation won't get you through that. So, you know, going to the gym, you know, yeah, you're motivated to go to the gym, you get in the car, you go knock it off a couple of days, you get the soreness, feeling good. But what happens when you, after 30 days, 60 days, 100 days, when, you know, it starts to get monotonous, right? Like, it's just, every day is the same thing. You're eating the same food, you're drinking the same drink. Workouts kind of feel the same now. Now you have a bad day, right? You wake up in the morning, you feel like you have a bad day, or you have a bad day at work and you don't feel like going to the gym afterwards. What carries you through that, you know? And just...
well, I mean, this is a good point, because literally, like, I think it's the soreness, like, for the gym, for example. I think it's the soreness, because, like, yeah, somebody be pumped to go to the gym, but it's that, like, me, when I go to the gym, I don't get sore the next day, I get sore the day after.
Yeah.
The day after the next. And that's the thing that sucks. You're like, oh, man, like, hey, I'm taking that day off, man, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You should just switch up a body part, you know?
Yeah, but then, you know, what happens when you hit your peak, right? Because at some point, you know, we all hit that peak where you have to do more, you have to change up or whatever, or not even with the muscles. Like, let's just say something bad happened in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you just hit a depressive moment, right? It could be any amount of variables, right? But you just don't feel like doing it. It's not even the gym. But you might love the gym, but something outside of that, you know, affecting you, and you're just like, man, I can't do it, you know? Or, you know, you have a new kid, or, you know, work, you get in trouble at work, or, you know, the old lady left you, or you found out your husband cheating, or some crazy crap, right? And you're just like, man, I ain't got time for this right now, I'm gonna go have a drink.
Yeah.
You know? Motivation that gets you only so far. So that's why I truly believe that motivation is good. Find something to motivate you, to get you started. But as you're doing it, you need to dig deep and have a true hardcore reason, and to keep you going, like when you're down, right? You need something more than motivation. You need drive. You need fuel. Drive, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I'm leaning on. You need something to drive you, that no matter what is happening in your life, outside of your environment, inside your environment, that you're gonna get it done.
Okay.
That's what separates the do's and the do nots.
So what if somebody, if their drive is that person who left them?
Then you had the wrong drive to begin with, because you should never be doing something for another person, or in light of another person. You should find something that fuels you. You should be doing something for you. sole thing is leaning on somebody else's drive or goals or their happiness or something, and that goes away, in, like I said, so many different ways that could happen. But if that goes away, then what am I left with? Right? I'm left with an empty feeling, an empty hole.
You still have that property.
I still have that property, but would I reach my next potential? Would I keep going after my goals? I wouldn't have that drive. I would have got to where I got to that point because of them, but I'm doing something for somebody else because of somebody else, not for myself.
Okay, so motivation is not enough, but motivation is enough to get you started.
Yeah.
And you just need consistency and drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing to help with finding something else other than motivation is, like you said, the consistency, discipline, and just taking action every single day, right? So discipline and consistency, confidence, all that good stuff, you need all of those to push past motivation, where you can build this autonomous thing that you just keep doing, right? Because like I said, once it gets hard, you need to be in like self-drive mode, where you're just like, man, I'm gonna do it,
Yeah.
I got to. There's no answer for what, so I'm just gonna do it.
So in a way, you need to let that motivation that you have turn to a mini habit. Basically, it's already instilled in a part of your everyday life. So you already gonna do it regardless, no matter what happened that day. No matter what happened, like, hey, I already know I was going to the gym. I already know I was going to put some money into the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
And, like Mike just said about the mini habits, we did a video on that, kind of like breaking it down. What's a mini habit, how you get it, how you create it, how you turn a mini habit into a habit, and how you can direct that towards financial freedom. Leave that video right here on the YouTube tag, so you can check that out.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Because before we even did that video, mini habits, Kelvin broke down what a mini habit was to me, and it makes a world of difference, and just actually just doing something, even though you think it's the smallest thing, hey, it'll amount to being something bigger. Like what Kelvin, there was like an offline conversation that we had, and I told him one day, like, hey, man, I'm just not motivated, man. I just don't feel motivated. And he said, well, you like vacuum your van. I'm like, what does that mean? Vacuum your truck or wherever he said. And I'm like vacuum your truck. Then he gave me the story. What you heard on the Bigger Podcast?
Yeah, it's like you don't feel like doing something, or you don't know how to get something done. Like you want to sell your car, or you want to get a real estate, or invest in stocks or something, right? Just take the first step. Just do what you know that you can get done. So if you were trying to sell your car, but if your car dirty, just go vacuum, right? Clean it up, vacuum it, get in the motion of doing it, right? Just get it done, and then it'll just take you to the next step. All right, well, I clean the car. I vacuum the car. What's next? Let me put a Craigslist ad up, right? And then it just takes you to the next step, the next step, the next step. Everyone leads you closer to the end, right? So you just find whatever it is that you're going after. Just find the first simple step, the smallest step that you can take, and just hit on it. If you wanted to start investing in stocks long term, just, hey, you don't know where to start, you don't have the money yet or whatever, then Google some stuff, just read something, YouTube something,
all right.
Hey, how to save 10% of my money, or where can I save 10% from my money,
Mm-hmm.
little stuff like that.
Yeah, and you know what, that actually brought me up to the one point. I think the biggest step that people can make, which is the smallest step, is just asking. Just ask somebody. Because the more, if you ask somebody something, you'll be surprised on what they got going on behind the scenes, Like, if you want to invest in stocks, you just say, hey, I'm thinking about investing in stocks. Are you currently investing in stocks? Or what application are you using? Or if if you want to invest in real estate, like, are you investing in real estate? Where you got property at? Do you have like a property manager, or just ask questions?
Man, and it's crazy you said it, because a lot of people around us, like, you might not even know, but when they go home, you don't know what they're doing when they're home.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of people, investing in stocks when they go home, they day trading, they doing this, investing in real estate, and you'll never know if you just never ask the question.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Just like like you said, like, man, I want to try and buy some stocks, but I don't even know where to start. You might not even know the same person you've been working around with for 5 years. Just like, oh, really? Oh, man, let me show you, man.
Yeah, it's simple, man.
My bad. I know we mentioned the mini habits thing, right? Which is a big, super big technique, right? That's one of my biggest things that I've built up with me in my everyday life, to actually knock out all the goals that I didn't knock out, right, and achieve. And like I said, we mentioned, we left the tag up there for the YouTube video, right? The YouTube tag. But if you're not big on that, or if you ain't got time, or if you're more of a reader, right? If you like reading more, there's a mini habits book. I'll leave that down there in the description below. You can just pick that up. It's a small read, but it's filled with so much nuggets, right? I mean, it's crazy. Like, almost that whole book is just things that you can do to better your life in every aspect of your life. So that book will be down there.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's like we're coming up on our exit. This road's about to get a lot more shakier, but hey, if y'all stayed around to watch the video, man, we gladly appreciate it, And yeah, we have a lot going on right now, so we just knew we had to push this video out. So that's the reason why we're doing the car edition, I guess.
Yeah. So motivation got us to start the YouTube channel, but the discipline and the consistency, the confidence to do this, right? We gotta put out a video. We said we was gonna do it every week, So, motivation aside, motivation was like, oh man, I don't know, we can't do a video, man. We got too much going on. He got too much going on. Life going on was like, but you know what? We gotta get it done. We have to do it.
Yeah,
It's not only for you guys, which we all, of course, we do it for y'all. But once again, like I said, we do it's something for us also, as the discipline. That discipline, that confidence, the consistency helps trump motivation.
Exactly, I agree, man. Hey, yo, man, I hope y'all enjoy the content that we brought y'all. It was a little unorthodox, but hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. We'll gladly appreciate it.
And if you have any feedback, negative or positive, man, we appreciate all of it. Just to hear from you guys it's amazing. And the video says it all, right? I mean, motivation, started the YouTube channel, but discipline and confidence and consistency is what led us to taking the YouTube video in the car.
Yeah, man. So like always, y'all stay safe out there. Peace.